You have yet to lose inside the Octagon. Is this going to be the toughest fight for you yet?
Every time that you step in there, you are going to face the next most dangerous guy, especially as a champion. For me, I 100% believe this is the best opponent that I've faced to date, but we're not fighting for a grappling title. We are for the UFC title. That's where I am the best. I'm not the best wrestler, I'm not the best grappler or best striker, but when you put all of those things together, and that's the sport we do, I am the best in the world.
I'm a wrestler in MMA, like one of the best wrestlers in MMA. How it's not possible to take him down, to take this guy down? If Robert took him down and Tyrant Till scramble and take over, and he took him down as well.
Chimaev is just a fucking cunt. I mean, I was here when he retired from COVID. You know, I was training with him. Like, he's just a fucking cunt. You know, it's like, if you knew, I always say there's guys, if you knew on a personal level you wouldn't like, Chimaev is one of those people if you knew you wouldn't like.
The tension is rising as UFC 319 approaches, with less than 10 days remaining until KhamzatChimaev and DricusDuPlessis clash for the middleweight title in a fight that has the MMA world buzzing. Both fighters have openly shared their thoughts, adding even more hype to this already explosive matchup. DuPlessis addressed Chimaev's wrestling, reminding everyone that this isn't a wrestling match, it's MMA. While he respects Chimaev's grappling and relentless pressure, he pointed out that at the top level, every fighter can wrestle, and the real difference comes from how well you can put all the skills together inside the cage. For him, it's not about who's the best wrestler or striker, but about who can mix it all most effectively, and that's where he believes he holds the edge.
Khamzat is really known for his relentless pressure. He's an elite grappler as well. What can you exploit against him?
Yeah, I mean, Khamzat obviously world-class wrestling, grappling, but you know, this level of the sport, everybody's world-class. You know, this is not grappling or wrestling, this is MMA. And that's where I'm going to exploit, is being the best in my, we're not fighting for a wrestling title, we're not fighting for a grappling title, we are fighting for the UFC title. And that's where I am the best. I'm not the best wrestler, I'm not the best grappler or best striker, but when you put all of those things together, if you combine it and that's the sport we do, I am the best in the world.
KhamzatChimaev also didn't hold back when talking about DricusDuPlessis' takedown defense, pointing out that even UFC fighters who aren't known for their wrestling, like Robert Whittaker, have managed to take him down. Confident in his own skills, Chimaev stated that he's one of the best wrestlers in MMA, and if strikers can put DuPlessis on the ground, he doesn't see how it would be a problem for him to do the same.
Give him credit. You don't want to think that, you know, it's going to be easy, but when you really look at this guy, do you think he's going to be able to stop your takedown, or what do you think you're going to find out when you get in there with him immediately, from just based on what you've seen on film?
Like I told before, and the guys after my fight with Robert, and they said, like, I said to the guys, watch guys, the other UFC fighters who usually strikes, they take him down. I'm a wrestler in MMA, like one of the best wrestlers in MMA. How it's not possible to take him down, to take this guy down? If Robert took him down and Tyrant Till scramble and take over, and he took him down as well. But you know, the guys know how which level I am in wrestling and
Meanwhile, DricusDuPlessis admitted he feels the weight of facing KhamzatChimaev, knowing there's more at stake than just a win. He said going home without the belt isn't even an option in his mind. For him, it's not just about winning, but about delivering his best performance yet and proving how much he's grown since his last fight.
Do you feel any pressure going into this fight?
Yeah, I think for me, pressure is such a big part of the game. I think if you don't feel any pressure, then you don't care enough. You know, for me, the pressure comes from me putting a high expectation for myself, going out there, you know, defending my belt, going back home without it is not an option for me. So the pressure is there, not only to win, but to perform to the best of my abilities and being better than the previous outing. So, yeah, of course.
However, despite doubts about his cardio and ability to last 5 full rounds, KhamzatChimaev has shut down all criticism, making it clear he's ready for whatever happens against DricusDuPlessis. Whether the fight ends quickly or goes the full distance, Chimaev promises to give it everything he has, come fully prepared, and be ready for war.
Even if it's not striking, if it's just it's like that, you know, do you think it's going to be, I mean, you've had to work so hard to get here. Do you think that the final step is going to be over quickly, or do you feel like there's going to be a lot of adversity in this fight?
I'm gonna go all in, like always does. We will see if he's gonna go fast. And if it goes 5 rounds, I will be ready. I'm fighting the 5 rounds.
DricusDuPlessis also revealed that he actually asked the UFC to book the KhamzatChimaev fight in Abu Dhabi, right in Chimaev's territory. He explained that he's used to facing opponents on their home turf and was willing to do it again, but the UFC ultimately chose Chicago instead. While it's a new location for him, DuPlessis made it clear that the venue doesn't matter. He's ready to fight anywhere.
My request was, I asked the UFC, and I begged them actually, I want to fight him either in Abu Dhabi, fight him in his neck of the woods, like I have been doing with so many other opponents. And, I've grown quite fond of that. So that's what I want to do. I want to fight Abu Dhabi, Saudi, or any of that region, anywhere in that region, fighting there in front of his own crowd, his people. And they said they want to do Chicago. They let me know a couple of weeks later, okay, they're going to do Chicago. And I thought, well, great. It's a place I haven't seen. It's great. And, for me, it really makes no difference where the fight is, to be honest.
Meanwhile, KhamzatChimaev is still chasing his dream of becoming a 3-division champion, openly talking about his big ambitions in the UFC. He says he's willing to face top names in different weight classes, whether it's moving down to fight someone like Jack Della Maddalena or going up to challenge stars like Magomed Ankalaev or Alex Pereira. For Chimaev, it's not just about winning one belt, it's about proving he can beat the best across multiple divisions.
With the new coach Carl, I talk about him go down again, like my first fight, like 170 or 75, what was that? 170. He said it gives me a couple of months, again, we're gonna make it. We're the champion, the Australian guy. Would be a good fight for me. Go down, fight with him as well. Take the belt there. If I go up, and there is Ankalaev and Alex Pereira, they're fighting now. Who's winning? Can fight for that belt as well.
On the contrary, DricusDuPlessis says he has no plans to move up to light heavyweight just yet, as he believes the middleweight division still needs to be cleaned out. While moving up has always been a long-term goal, he explained that he wants to defend his belt at least 3 times before considering the jump. DuPlessis also noted that the middleweight division is finally starting to shift, with fresh names breaking into the top 5 after years of little change, making it an exciting time to stay and compete.
When you win at this weight, will you move up to another weight and fight at 205?
Yeah, I think that's been the goal. The long-term goal is to move up. I'm still young in my career, 31 years old. There's a lot of time left, and I'm a firm believer that at least 3 titles defenses. This will be my 3rd before you move up in weight. And then, of course, the division needs to be cleaned out, in my opinion, before you move on to the next division. The middleweight division is looking very, very exciting at the moment. The shuffle in the top 5. I mean, the top 5 has been looking the same for many years. And over the last year, 3 changes. I mean, Robert Whittaker being out of the top 5 for the first time in 8 years. And, I fought everybody in the top 5 up until last week. Now there's 2 new names in the top 5, which means the division is getting...
DricusDuPlessis also spoke about his weight, revealing that he normally walks around at 225 to 230 pounds when he's not in fight camp. He admitted he was still slightly above the 185-pound limit, but assured that everything was on track as fight week approached. With 10 days left before wins, he explained that the hard part was just beginning, cutting the water weight and ensuring his body could safely recover after the cut.
What do you walk around at, and then how far away from that 185 are you right now?
I'm still quite a fair bit away from 185, but I do walk around 225, 230. That's my walk around weight out of camp, of course. And then in camp we started to slim down, and right now my weight's on track. Weight is perfectly where I needed to be this stage of the fight. And we are 10 days away from weigh-ins right now, and this is where the hard part starts. Getting the body ready to cut that water and put it back on.
Furthermore, KhamzatChimaev shut down all retirement rumors following talk that he might walk away if he wins the title. When asked about the speculation, Chimaev laughed it off, saying he's far from done. He pointed out that Kyle may have started the rumor but made it clear he still needs to make money and isn't satisfied with just one belt. Chimaev added that he plans to defend his title or even chase another one. Retirement isn't in his plans anytime soon.
There's this rumor out there that if you win the championship, that you will retire. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen the Kyle I don't know where he's hear that thing. I need money. This is not enough. I just go for the one side. So I hopefully, if not, get some injury or some stuff, then fight for defend the belt or fight for other belt in Abu Dhabi as well.
On the other hand, Sean Strickland didn't hold back when talking about KhamzatChimaev, recalling their past training sessions and questioning Chimaev's mentality. He claimed he was there when Chimaev briefly considered retiring due to COVID and even mocked him during training. Strickland accused Chimaev of choosing sparring partners for comfort rather than challenge and called him mentally weak, saying he doesn't handle pressure like a true fighter. So that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts on the Khamzat versus DDP matchup in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on their upcoming clash.